Hi everyone, this is your self-paced training overview for MTSS as well as for an introduction to Review 360, which is something new in our district. So this is self-paced, so along with it you will make a copy of the MTSS handout, and when you are done completing it after reviewing this training, you will send the link my way so I can check off everyone's completion of this training. So MTSS stands for Multi-Tiered System of Support. In looking at our training today, our goals are to describe the MTSS framework, connect it with high reliability schools and RTI and other work at our campus, and then also articulate expectations for MTSS Year 1 implementation. Although this may not come across as something brand new, it is the first implementation year of MTSS in our district. So let's develop some common vocabulary. MTSS is multi-tiered system of support. It is a whole child approach that integrates academic, behavioral, and social emotional instruction and support. All three areas. MTSS optimizes student growth through a proactive preventative framework comprised of multiple layers or tiers aligned to the varying needs of our students. So it's at tier 1, 2, 3 intervention or other programs that we are supporting students with. The key word that jumps out from that definition is whole child. Often in the past, our response to intervention was a focus on academics and academic data. This is a focus on the whole child. So in thinking about the work we've already done at Wells, this is not necessarily something new and not another thing, although some of our procedures that we're working to improve upon will feel like different things. Review 360 will be something new that we are going to start to overlay as the year goes on. But the philosophy of it is not something new. It's not a fancy new approach. It's something that we've been talking about now at Wells and in the district for a couple of years. It articulates the overarching system that supports the whole child. We're going to be connecting pieces and practices of MTSS that we have in place already, and then learn about some new resources and guidance to support us in supporting the whole child. Implementation of MTSS establishes intentionality and efficient organization of all district and campus services offered for both students and staff. It aligns our work and facilitates a focus on student growth through a multifaceted approach. When implemented with fidelity, MTSS has the power to close achievement gaps and address the critical needs of all students. So why MTSS? It aligns with our PISD strategic plan pillars 1 and 2, which are our learning and teaching and life-ready pillars. It also provides an overarching system when we're pulling together our different resources for supporting students. It's best for kids when we have a multifaceted approach, as well as considering that umbrella that overarches the whole child. And also, it is the law to provide intervention and tiered support for students. Why now? Plano ISD has had a history of disproportionately identifying students for special education, specifically the African American minority population. And so the state looks at that and asks that we come up with a plan to identify our practices to make sure that we are not significantly identifying students in a disproportionate way. That can include whether we're identifying students for a disability, placement in particular settings, such as in-school suspension, and just other disciplinary actions we have to be considering if we are disproportionately identifying students. And past data in Plano has shown some of that. So MTSS has us look a little bit more closely at the whole needs of the child to make sure that we are considering a layered approach to our interventions and meeting the needs of the student along the way. So what I want you to do next is switch to your handout, and that is where you'll fill out your first 2 questions before clicking on video link number 2.